D4U USA channel. If this is your first time joining us, I am so happy that you are here because this is the place where we help entrepreneurs and professionals live their American dream through their business, their investment, and their profession. My name is attorney Mari Ribeiro, and I am a lawyer licensed in Florida. And today we're going to be talking about how to have strong letters of recommendations to support your EB2 National Interest Waiver petition. So before we dive into today's video, while yes, I am an attorney, it's important that you understand that I am not your attorney unless we have an agreement that says otherwise. So everything we talk about is going to be considered just for educational purposes only and not for legal advice. Now, the reason for this is because everybody is unique. You're unique, your profession is unique, and you need unique legal advice. So everything we talk about is not going to be uniquely specific to you. However, I do invite you to send us an email, send us your resume, reach out to us. We will be more than happy to give you personalized legal guidance. And the only way that you can do that is to contact us via email. So I'm leaving the email here. Don't hesitate on reaching out to us because we will be more than happy to help you. So let's get into today's video about how to have strong letters of recommendation to support your EB2 National Interest Waiver petition. So as a reminder, the EB2 National Interest Waiver is a U.S. visa, which is for professionals and entrepreneurs who can absolutely live and work in the United States without needing to have a U.S. sponsor or a job offer from a U.S. company. Now, the letters that are going to be part of your EB2 National Interest Waiver are essential for supporting your petition, mainly because the immigration officer who is going to be reviewing your EB2 National Interest Waiver petition, they are not experts in your field. And the only way that they can see if you qualify is by looking at evidence that you submit with your petition. In another video, we discussed the evidence you should include within your petition. There was a nice list of documentations. They included things like publications, awards, memberships, and proof of those kinds of evidence that will support you as a candidate. Now, in this video, we're going to be focusing a bit more on the letters of recommendations that you will need to include with your petition. So you as the applicant should submit multiple recommendation letters from experts who are recognized in your field. And it can be even helpful if they are from independent experts outside of your professional circle of colleagues. In fact, letters that don't come from people who actually personally know you are actually more favorable. They don't need to personally know you. They just need to know about you and your work and the contributions that you've made in your industry, which will corroborate the other evidence that you're going to be supporting your petition and showing that you have an exceptional ability to do this work. Essentially, these letters of recommendations should explain why they think you are working in an area of national importance. So you will want these letters to be as specific as possible to speak directly to the benefit of the United States that they are going to have by allowing you to do your work as an EB2 National Interest Waiver recipient and the significant influence your work is going to have on national matters. So I'm talking about things that have to do with the health sector, the technology industry, maybe environmental causes, or things that are going to be improving their infrastructure within the United States. As you can see, who you choose to write a strong recommendation letter is very important since they need to speak specifically about the requirements of the National Interest Waiver. And those are the factors that the immigration officer is going to use to see if your work that you're doing is of substantial merit due to your exceptional ability. and that's going to impact the United States and to actually benefit them, and that the government is actually going to not require you to have a U.S. job offer because the work that you are doing is so valuable. All of these things that I just mentioned are part of the national interest waiver, which again does not ask you to have a U.S. employer or a U.S. sponsor your petition. Now, you want to have someone who is going to praise the work that you have done. And it's even better, like I mentioned, if this person is not within your immediate network of professionals. The immigration officer is going to consider the relationship that this expert has with you while they are writing this recommendation letter. And they're actually going to be giving more weight to someone who is distinguished and known in the field over someone who is just writing this letter because they know you. So they want to have someone who is actually an authority and an industry leader that is drafting these recommendation letters. Now that you know who should be writing your recommendation letters and the importance of them, let's talk about what actually goes in the contents of these letters. What goes inside of a recommendation letter? So first off, you're going to want to include the qualifications of who is writing this letter. Who are they and why are they qualified to give an opinion and judge your work? What has the author of this letter actually accomplished and what makes them an authority on this particular subject? Next in your letter, you're going to want to include your relationship with this expert. So how do they come to know about you? How do they find out about your work and your achievements? This is going to give the immigration officers information on your role and the intrinsic merit of your work. Remember, they don't have to actually know who you are personally. This person that is writing your letter just needs to know about you and your work. And if you can avoid the perception of a bias because they don't personally know you, it's even better. The next part that you're going to want to include in your letter is a testimonial from this expert on your accomplishments to bolster the argument that you meet the standards of an EB2 national interest waiver that is set by immigration law. And specifically, what sets you apart from other people in your industry. Next, you're going to want to talk about the points in your unique expertise that again shows that you have an exceptional ability to do this work. Lastly, the letters should discuss your particular activities within your professional community and how your specific knowledge stands out from other people in that community. You should include about 3 to 7 of these letters of recommendations with your petition. And of course, they should be from a different person. You want to avoid having letters that say the same thing, just copy and paste the same words, and you want each letter to be tailored so that it is unique and strongly worded to support your qualifications. So now that you know what is a letter of recommendation and what needs to be included in there, I'd like to know if you found this video helpful. Please reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. And of course, we invite you to email us in case you need help with your letters of recommendations to have the best chances possible to receive your EB2 national interest waiver petition granted. I will see you on the next one.